Hey there, folks. It's the Roadkill Bros. We've got just a sip. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Got just a sip again. It's O'Fallon's peach wheat beer. It's got a great, label on it. As you can see, we've got this 2007 best beer in St. Louis from the Riverfront Times, local paper, and online source and everything. With the way things are today, it's a peach wheat beer. It's a malt beverage with natural flavors is what it says on the bottle. So there's this discussion of malt beverage versus beer. What is it? Who is what? Where is it at? What we have on Beer Advocate though is an 81 over 334 rankings. We've got it made in O'Fallon, Missouri. It's a fruit vegetable beer at 5.10% ABV, and it comes in at 7 IBUs. So obviously, really easy on the palate. It's going to be easy to take in. I don't believe I've had this beer. I've had the Peachy Wheat from Crown Valley. We praised it highly during our ballpark brouhaha a few months ago, last summer. And so here we go, another peach beer. Now this one, I will be honest, it was in our fridge when I moved into this house with my roommates in August of 2013. It is now April of 2014. So just have to understand, this has been, it's bottle aged. It's got some condition on it. So we have to tack up that asterisk for it. And just to, we'll see what it tastes like going into it. You definitely smell the peach, but I'm getting a lot of hops. I mean, not a lot of hops, but a little bit of hoppiness. A lot is a strong word in the beer world. But some hoppiness, a little bit of barley, and we're gonna pour it, see what happens. It's a wheat beer. It's peach beer. It's really, really clear, as you can see. I mean, from you, it probably looks rather deep golden. Here, where we've got some light coming through the reverse side, it's definitely, there's some haze to it, but it's really light at certain angles. The head, though, it's there. Lots of tight bubbles, a couple of big bubbles. We've got a solid 3 to 4 fingers there, and getting peach, you get the grain in the nose. And a little hint of hop. I mean, it only has 7 IBUs, but I mean, it's got a beer scent to it, which is nice to see, because sometimes these fruit beers or vegetable beers can be just overpoweringly fruit juice, veggie juice forward, and more of a gimmick than a real beer. So let's give it a taste. Interesting. Yeah, you get the peach and you get the wheat. The wheat is strong, but it seems really flavorless. The middle to back half of your palate, nothing. But the wheat, you get just the wheat. Wheat. And I'm really interested to try this beer fresh. Obviously, this one is December, January. It's at least 8 months old, if not, who knows how long it's sat in that fridge before we moved in. Maybe they moved out, in June, so it could be 10 to 12 months old. And this isn't one of those sort of aging beers. That being said, I mean, the lacing is there, as you can see. The head is still it's still there strongly. It looks the way that it's marketed to look, but the flavor's lacking. There's the wheatness to it, and there's a little bit of that front peach. It's sort of like when you bite into a peach just not quite ripe or has been picked early. It's like an early season peach. So, I mean, for this one, asterisks applies because of the age and how I came to accrue this beer, but I have to give it 76. It's so flat. I mean, there's carbonation, but it's just the flavor is just down, and it's not that good. I mean, if you gave it to me and it was hot outside, it would be great just to quench the thirst. But besides that, I can't give it much higher. It's a mild disappointment. It was interesting to try another beer just because it's fun to have an aged beer every now and then. We did those aged Guinnesses and some Mexican beers in the past, so those were interesting. This one interesting again, but mid 70s. It is what it is. So hey, cheers to you. We're gonna, bring more beers and taste some more things and some more wine and, liquor. And this summer we're gonna have some food. It's gonna be good, and we're gonna bring you some more videos. So cheers to y'all, and hope you guys take care. Bottoms up.